Kia ora, talofa, and welcome to the Year 12 into 13 course selection presentation for 2020 and into 2021. My name's Karen Langdon and I'm a member of the careers team. I have particular responsibility for the Year 12 cohort and for dual enrolment. As you'll be well aware, our course selection evening last week was unable to go ahead, and we put together this presentation in order to support you as you're making subject choices and thinking about your career pathway. I hope that this presentation will be of some help and will answer some questions or concerns that you may have regarding your future pathway. Well, you can't avoid it. At some point you are going to be leaving Papanui High School and you'll be beginning a new pathway, whether that be in full-time employment, at university or at Polytech. And that new beginning can be quite overwhelming and quite daunting. So we're here to help. So for some of you, your career pathway may look a bit like this. It's clear, you have a clear goal in mind, you know what steps you need to take to achieve that goal, and you're feeling that you're on track for success and to achieve the outcomes you're looking for. For others of you, you may have a number of options in front of you, a number of career pathways that you're considering, a number of subjects that you're choosing between, and you're just not quite sure which is the right path to choose. And for many of you, you feel like you're in a maze. There's so many options and so many choices, feels overwhelming, and perhaps you're a little bit lost. And I just want to make it really clear that it's okay to feel this way. Whatever way you're feeling and whatever pathway applies to you, it is okay. And I would like to hope that by the end of this presentation, and after you've looked at some of the resources that we'll be providing for you over the next few days, and as you come and visit the Careers Department and get involved in some of the events and activities that we'll have later this year and into next year, by the time you are ready to leave school, you'll have a clearer idea of that pathway and feel less overwhelmed and less daunted by what the future brings. So how do you achieve success in Year 13? Well, the first step is to have a sense of purpose. Now that may be in the form of small goals, such as getting your CV written, applying for and getting a part-time job, getting your driver's license, or your goals and your purpose for the year might be a bit larger. NCEA Level 3 with a merit or excellence endorsement, university entrance. But whatever it is, it's really important to have a clear purpose and keep moving forward with your goals. As part of that, you need to be motivated. At Year 13, we are assuming a certain level of self-management and an ability to make good decisions and to be self-motivated. And as part of that, attendance is really important. Being in class allows you to learn, which allows you to gain success. In Year 13, you'll need to apply yourself. Each level of NCEA gets a little more difficult, and so it's important that you've got a good work ethic so that you can achieve success. And finally, you need to be able to ask for support from the careers team, from the teaching staff, and from the providers, the tertiary providers that are happy to offer support and help to you. Now, you may have heard in the media about the review of NCEA qualifications. There is no change to NCEA in 2021. NCEA changes that were made due to COVID this year will not be in place next year. They are in place for the current year only. So what you have been doing in levels 1 and 2, level 3, NCEA level 3 will be similar. Now a reminder about year 13. There are no compulsory courses in year 13. But all students are expected to take a full-time course of 5 subjects unless they are dual enrolled. So there's no part-time option. Simply because you're in year 13 doesn't allow you to be a part-time student. We do have semester, full year and pathway courses available. And again, an increased level of responsibility and self-management is required at year 13. Many of you will be considering university entrance, heading off to a degree course either at a university or a degree course at a polytechnic. And there's some things that you need to make sure that you have done and some expectations to be met in order to gain university entrance. You need first to have gained 10 level 1 numeracy credits. You also need to have 5 reading and 5 writing credits at level 2 or above. Now those writing and reading credits need to come from an approved list of level 2 and 3 achievement standards. Then you will need to make sure that you gain 3 approved subjects at 14 credits or more. So you need to have gained 14 credits in 3 approved university subjects. That means a minimum of 42 of your 60 credits must be from 3 approved subjects. And finally, you also need to have gained NCEA level 3. That's 60 credits at level 3 and 20 credits that you've taken from level 2. First of all, make sure that you're aware of the recommended school subjects and the requirements and prerequisites of tertiary providers. Limited entry courses for degree-based tertiary study can also have specific entry requirements. It's also important that you think about preferential entry courses. So a lot of those require you to achieve at a high level in your particular subjects in order to get preferential entry into courses. So when you are thinking about your subject choices, you must bear this in mind and make sure that you've looked carefully at what the tertiary providers' prerequisites and requirements are. Now, level 2 grades are important. Often year 13 courses have prerequisites from year 12, including passing exams. So as you are making your plans for subject selection for next year, you need to make sure that you talk to your teachers, heads of departments, your career advisors, your academic counsellor about what the prerequisites are for year 12 in order to get into a year 13 level 3 course. As part of that, we will be offering an opportunity on Tuesday, the 25th of August, period 4, for year 12 students to meet with HODs and some subject teachers in the Johns Wing to discuss particular prerequisites, ask questions about subject choice, and get a little bit more information from those teachers before they make subject decisions. Most scholarships also for tertiary institutions, polytechs and for universities are based on level 2 results. And halls of residence applications are due in August and September of the year 13 year, so before your level 3 results have come through. So it's really important that you give your best work and make your best effort in level 2 because it is an important year. So how do you choose your subjects? What should you be thinking of when you are making subject choices? Well, firstly, it's important to identify your strengths. What subjects have you been good at this year? What subjects do you enjoy? If you enjoy a subject, you're far more likely to find success at it. Do some homework. Think about what subjects might be necessary for supporting your career pathway, and select subjects for your future. Again, bear in mind, do they allow you to meet the entry requirements for future education and for training beyond school? So I wanted to have a word with you about dual enrolment. I mentioned that briefly earlier in the presentation. Dual enrolment is basically a partnership between the school and tertiary provider. It means that a student has part-time schooling and is part-time at the provider. Usually 3 days a week at school, Monday to Wednesday, and on Thursday and Friday they'll go to their course at the provider. The three main providers for us are ARA, the National Trade Academy, and Avon City Forward. Dual enrolment is trades-based training and it operates for a full year. Students who are interested in selecting dual enrolment, there will be a link on the documentation to the dual enrolment options that are available and some information about how to apply for dual enrolment. But if you do have any questions, my email is lnk@papanui.school.nz. Another option for next year is Gateway. Now, Gateway is workplace training whilst completing NCEA unit standards. Around 20 NCEA credits can be gained through Gateway. The difference with dual enrolment is that this is workplace training rather than education. So it's work experience and it's short term. So Gateway operates a day a week for anything from 6 to 12 weeks. The work is in addition to 5 school subjects. So students will choose 5 subjects and then will ask to be involved in Gateway. Bev Gordon is our Gateway coordinator, and if you're interested in finding out more about Gateway, have a chat with Bev via email grb@papanui.school.nz. We also provide options outside of school. So for those of you that are thinking it's perhaps time to make a transition from school into further education, Youth Guarantee courses might be an option for you. These are entry-level courses for students aged 16 to 19 years of age. It's free training, so the courses are free, and being involved in a Youth Guarantee course doesn't affect your right to a further year of fees-free government-funded training. Multiple providers offer Youth Guarantee courses, and they offer a huge range of courses. NCEA qualifications are available, and as I've said, they are a really good option if you are thinking about it's time to transition out of school and you've got a career or an educational pathway in mind. Some of you may wish to seek employment, to leave school and to get a job. You need to start planning for that now. You need to make sure that you've got a CV. Our CareersWise website has some templates and information on how to write a CV, and we're very happy for you to email your CV to us, and we'll take a look at it and give you tips and suggestions if needed to improve it so that it is the best CV that you can possibly send to a future employer. We'd also encourage you to be looking for work experience. Look for part-time work, because often that can lead to full-time employment, but it also shows an employer the skills and abilities that you have. And the other thing that we encourage you to do is to gain your driver's license. Many employers will ask that the potential employer has at least a restricted license. So if you haven't already started, get that theory app and get on with doing the theory and then getting on and getting your restricted license. So don't get caught out. It's really important to get the right advice. You can't rely on something that someone said to you 3 years ago, or something that someone experienced when they were at university 4 or 5 years ago. The universities change their courses and their requirements regularly, so it's important that you're up to date. And when you're making your subject choices, you also need to have the right advice. So talk to subject HODs. Use the opportunity that you've got next Tuesday to do that. Have a chat with your dean. Your dean knows you really well and will have an idea of the sort of subjects that might suit you. Talk to your academic counsellor. And if you have got specific tertiary requirements, speak to the tertiary providers. The careers staff, myself, Mr. Stewart and Ms. Herbert are always happy to answer any questions you might have. So where can you go to get support? Well, you can engage in developing your pathway by next year attending the Year 13 conference in Term 1. We will have ARA, Lincoln University and the University of Canterbury there. We'll also have guest speakers, past pupils, who can all offer some valuable insights into the world of work, the world of education, and how you can be supported to make the best decisions for you. Discuss your plans with your whānau. Talk to careers staff. Visit the providers, come on the expos that we hold, and do some work with your academic counsellor. We have lots of opportunities for you to learn more. Remember we talked about the maze at the beginning of this presentation. What we want to do is try and help you get out of that maze. And one of the ways that we can help you and that you can help yourself is by utilising the opportunities that we will have available for you this year and next. So you need to be proactive. You need to read the notices and visit the careers website. That careers website, the link is sent to you every Sunday night with updates, new information. So make it a weekly ritual to check that website. Attend form times and assemblies. That's the best way for us to get information to you about our upcoming events and activities. Download the school app, sign up for careers events, attend the tertiary open days, and as we've said before, develop a CV and gain experience. Those are ways that you can help yourself to plan your pathway for 2021 and beyond. I hope this presentation has been of help to you. If I can give you one piece of advice before finishing this presentation, it is that you need to be proactive. Please utilise the opportunities that will be on offer for you. Talk to your teachers, talk to the careers team, talk to your academic counsellor. Come along and meet the providers that will be in school next year and make sure that you're doing everything you can to support yourself as you make decisions about your future. Thank you for listening to and watching this presentation. I do hope it's been of use, and I wish you all the very best as you make your subject choices, and the very best for this year and into next. And I look forward to working with you all over the course of this year and into your Level 3 Year 13 year. Ngā mihi nui.